Hi there, it's Debbie LaChusa, the business stylist, and I'm coming to you today from my desk in my home office. And I want to talk to you about starting your own business. Maybe you have a dream. You want to become a coach or a consultant. Maybe you've worked in a career for 10, 20 years and you're tired of the grind and you think, you know what, I could do this on my own. I could go out and create my own business. Well, first of all, I applaud you. It's definitely an amazing way to make a living. But I want to share a few things that you need to think about first. I think a lot of people, and I speak to people who have recently started businesses all the time because that's who my ideal clients are. And a lot of people go in a little bit blindly. They go in with a passion, with a calling. And there's a lot of success experts out there that will tell you just follow your bliss and the money will flow in, or do what you love and the money will follow. We've all heard those cliches. And the reality is it takes a lot more than passion and calling to create a successful business. Most people going into business on their own have never run their own business. So they're used to doing their job and they may be very good at it, but they're just doing that job. And somebody else is handling all the other aspects, all the administrative, the billing, the client service, the advertising, the marketing, the branding, you name it, human resources, the technology. All of that is handled by other people who that is their job. When you go into business on your own, you wear every single hat. Unless, for example, you're starting a big business with a huge team and you've got financial backing. But I'm not talking about that type of business. I'm talking about as an independent service professional, a coach, a consultant, some other type of service professional that is more often than not working from home and wearing all the hats themselves. So do yourself a favor and get some education before you just launch out on your own. Find out what it takes. Find out if you have what it takes. There's been so many times that I've worked with clients who were brand new and they've gone and they've gotten their coaching certification and they were smart. You know, they came to me to help them set up their business and package and brand everything and create their programs and services. But then at the end of the day, they weren't willing to get out there and put themselves out there and ask for the sale. They weren't willing to get out there and market. And you have to be willing to do that if you want to get clients and make money and be successful. Unless you have a purely internet marketing business, which can be done, but it's harder than you might think, you got to get out of your office. You got to talk to people. You got to serve clients. And a lot of people have a lot of fears when it comes to that. So, you know, you can't sit behind the desk and just constantly retool everything. You got to get out there. You have to test. You have to try things. You have to take risks. You have to put yourself in situations that aren't comfortable. You have to spend some money. Yes, you can start a business on a relatively shoestring budget, but there is some investment to be made. And if you don't have any money and you're broke, you probably don't have any business starting your business right now. I can tell you when I started my business, I didn't quit my job. I did what I call straddling, and I negotiated a part-time contractor agreement so that I still had money coming in and I was working part-time for my old employer, and I had the time to work on my business. So I was able to financially fund my business and get it up and running. A lot of people jump ship. They have no savings, they have no money saved up to invest in the business, and they go belly up because they just can't do it right. You can do a lot of things yourself when you're starting your own business. There are a lot of tools these days that we can use as service professionals to create your own website, although I still farm mine out, but manage your website or blog, do a lot of your own marketing, do a lot of things yourself, but make sure it looks professional. Because a lot of times when you're doing it yourself, if it's not your area of expertise, you're going to be putting a product out there that is not going to look professional. It's not going to reflect well on you, and people are not going to be willing to take out money and pay you. So, not trying to discourage anyone from starting their own business as a coach or consultant. I've been in business on my own since 1998. I don't think I could ever go back to working for someone else. But it's not as easy as a lot of people make it sound. It's rewarding. You get full creative license. You do get more flexibility, but in many ways you work harder and there are a lot more risks. You're not getting a regular paycheck. It's up to you to get out there and bring in the cash, bring in the clients. It's up to you to create the programs and services. It's up to you to do the market research to make sure there is a market for your business. So go into it with your eyes wide open and you should be just fine. Go into it blindly with just a dream and a hope and a prayer. And you may succeed, you may not, but more than likely you're going to find yourself very frustrated. And I've seen it happen with a lot of people. And I've launched a few of my own businesses and not followed the rules and found out the hard way that you can't take shortcuts. So I hope you found this helpful. Until next time, it's Debbie LaChusa, the Business Stylist. Take care.